but can we dispatch of Manchester City in the Champions League final? We've had injuries, suspensions leading up to this game, but the squad is pretty much fit. So can we do it and win the most prestigious club competition in this game? What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a SuperSwan, and welcome to episode 12 of FM Creators FC. We have a double final today with the French Cup and the Champions League final. In today's episode, can we walk away with 2 extra trophies? We've got a bit of an injury crisis, I'm not gonna lie to you. We've got 2 games of the season to go, the 2 finals being played this week, and we've got 5 players out injured. 2 of them should be back for the Champions League final. The other 3 are probably out for the season. GeeW FM and avoiding relegation should be back for the final. Who knows whether or not, well, actually no they're not, I've sorted it the wrong way. So GeeW and the Target Man should be back for the final, but they're not going to be fully fit. But unfortunately, tHeMAdSCienTiSt, avoiding relegation, and Aussie Villain are all out of the 2 final games, so they're not going to be involved in today's games. But for the French Cup final, we've got a different kind of problem. So this is the problem we've got. If I go to tactics, we've got 5 players out of this game. 2 suspensions. Jack Deem and Red Event Games are suspended. Aussie Villain, tHeMAdSCienTiSt and avoiding relegation are injured, along with GeeW FM and the Target Man. So if we look at our match day squad, it's got very slim pickings of who we can pick. So this is going to be the lineup for the first game today, which is the French Cup final against Marseille. And we've got a Mega Luke in goal, 94th minute, Captain Beardy Man, Bood and Mr. Tom at right back. FMZ Gaming and FM Wonderkids start in the middle. FM Creators, Friedbadger Gaming and Kyle as the attacking players. SuperSwan, the only fit striker at the club who is not eligible for Champions League, is up front. So if Target Man's not fit for the final, we're not going to have any strikers available to us when it comes to the final. Let's just get the game underway, shall we? And let's pray we have no further injuries going into the Champions League final against Manchester City. So we'll let TheUnitedCityFM do the team talk as he always does. We are in the French Cup final, our first of 2 finals today. Please, we don't need any more injuries. We are struggling as it is. But can we walk away with another 2 trophies in our second season as a club? Corner from Kent. 9 minutes in. It's headed over the bar from Loftus-Cheek. And it's an early chance for Marseille, as they do get another throw in. I think it was Marseille we played in the Coupe de la Ligue final as well. So we do know about how they can score early goals against us and cause us problems, as FMZ Gaming does win the ball. 94th minute, taking his time on the ball. But he does pick out a pass, only as far as Strootman. Captain Beardy Man to FMZ Gaming. We're struggling to get out of our own half. But FM Creators comes inside, finds SuperSwan. SuperSwan in the box. And it's a save from Mandanda. Oh, I had the chance, guys. I let us down. I had the chance to put it away. But FMZ Gaming crosses it for Big Daddy Bood, but heads it over the bar. Balotelli, 15 minutes in, does lose the ball as far as Bood. So we are getting the ball, we are having the chances. So Kyle, are we going to see like 6 goals from him today? SuperSwan in the box, takes a shot. Oh, I'm fluffing my lines. I am fluffing my lines. 28 minutes in, Friedbadger Gaming tries to cross, but is blocked. Ryan Kent's going to start the move off for Marseille. It's been arguably a very back and forth game. SuperSwan's had 2 chances to score and he's missed both of them. I need to pull my socks up here. I need to get into this game. As FMZ Gaming to Friedbadger. Kyle tries to win the ball. Does he win it? No. Marvy wins it off him. And Marseille are dangerous. We know what they can do. Ryan Kent on the ball now. Plays it to He-Chan. Back to Ryan Kent, and Marseille lose the ball. Kyle now. Can he play a long ball over the top? Plays it short to FMZ Gaming in the middle. Plays it back, 1-2. And Kyle knows what to do here. Finds the FM creators. And that is what he was born to do. Kyle plays it into FM creators for the 29th goal of the season for FM creators. If we don't have any starting strikers, FM creators might be the man to start up front for us. Kyle plays it into him. He's on his own, on the half volley. Well, probably on the volley. He didn't bounce. 1-0 up in the French Cup final. 34 minutes. That's Mr. Tom to the FM Wonderkids. FMZ Gaming. 94th minute. Got some room here. He crosses it. Only as far as Friedbadger Gaming. Oh, it's a poor touch from him. But Big Daddy Bood at the back is going to start this move off for us again. And he plays it back to CptBeardyMan. Back to 94th minute on the left. Plays in this goal scorer, FM Creators. Is he going to cross it? He does. Tries to find SuperSwan, but he doesn't. And the FM Wonderkids will start this move off again. It's all FM Creators. They're just trying to find that killer ball to one of the strikers. As FM Creators turns one. SuperSwan puts it wide again. 3 shots he's missed now. Coming up to half-time. Still only 1-0 to the FM Creators FC. And it doesn't bode well that the only fit striker at the club, me, is having a poor game. So let's go to the dressing room. I'll let the assistant manager, TheUnitedCityFM, do the team talk. And I would bring myself off. But the target man is still not fit, and I don't want to risk him ahead of the Champions League final, where I am not eligible for Champions League. So SuperSwan will not be able to start up front. But Friedbadger Gaming is also on a 6.5. So I think we'll move the tHeMAdSCienTiSt. And we'll swap FMZ Gaming over as well. So only the one change. Only 1-0 up. Anything can happen in 45 minutes. But can we have a good warm-up for the Champions League final by winning in the French Cup final? As we do get a throw in 3 minutes in to the second half. There's Mr. Tom, the player of the season last year. He's had a very good season again this season. As SuperSwan plays it to Kyle. Long ball over the top. Tries to find FM Creators, but he does get the ball. He loses the ball again, though. That's Mario Balotelli for Marseille. Is he going to try a long ball? He does, and Hechan's through. Hechan's one-on-one, but he doesn't put it in the goal. An early warning sign from Marseille. Free kick from Ryan Kent, 54 minutes. Hechan with a header. It was coming. It was coming. And Olympique Marseille have scored in the French Cup final to make it 1-1. And we can't say it wasn't expected. They've been showing warning signs all game. And Hechan, I'm not sure what Omega Luke was doing there. He should have been in a better position. But it's 1-1 in the French Cup final. 75 minutes. SuperSwan's at a 6.4. I've got to bring him off. But who do I bring on for him? Who do I play up front? That is the question. Kyle's on 70%. So I think I'm going to have to move someone out there. So tHeMAdSCienTiSt can move out onto the right-hand side. We'll bring on scootR in the middle. We'll play those two the other way around. They do better. They're about the same. But what do I do about SuperSwan? I got to bring him off, but I can't bring Target Man on. I need to save him for Champions League. Do I bring... I'm going to move FM Creators up front, and I'm going to bring Benny Jaco on the left. So, hashtag FM Creators. This is your debut up front. Can you do better than SuperSwan? 85 minutes. We need to find a goal. Otherwise, it's going to extra time in the French Cup final. Big Daddy Bood finds tHeMAdSCienTiSt. We have so many players out of position. But the 94th minute on the left crosses it for the FM Creators. And the FM Creators has scored a goal from the striker position. He's already done better than SuperSwan. I've been the most useless player on this pitch, and I'm the striker. And he's been playing way out of position. He's normally a left winger. We've asked him to play striker. And the hashtag FM Creators grabs the goal in the French Cup final. There we are. He can play striker. 2-1 up. 5 minutes to go. 93 minutes. We've got about 5 seconds of this game to go. And we should be hopefully walking away with the French Cup as Omega Luke does make the save. Waiting for that full-time whistle to go. Oh, split up and down game. Injury, suspensions, poor games. But FM Creators FC are going to walk away with the French Cup. It's the first trophy of this episode, and we have walked away with it. We've had no further injuries. SuperSwan, well, I had the worst game ever, but, you know, we won in the end. That's fine. We'll hand over to the assistant, TheUnitedCityFM, the team game confidence. And that is the first trophy of this episode done and dusted. The FM creators have celebrated quadruple with a quintuple still in our grasp. We get some money. Gerard hails FM creators legend. The board are pleased. Squad bonus. Miles Jacobson's given us some money. And we'll look at the competitions. And there's the confirmation. We have won the French Cup. But we're not done there. We're going to go to the Champions League final against Man City. I am just hoping we get some players back, like GeeW and the Target Man, because if the Target Man doesn't come back from injury, I really don't know what I'm going to do up front. FM Creators scored. He might be the man to play up front, but I will see you for the Champions League final. Here we go, guys. Champions League final. Lucky enough, we've had no further injuries, so only 4 players miss out in the squad. And that is, 3 players miss out, actually. SuperSwan, who I was never registered in the first place. And to be honest, after that poor performance in the French Cup, I wouldn't have played anyway. Avoiding relegation, our other striker, he's injured, as is Aussie Villain. So only 3 players not fit for Champions League duty. And this is going to be the first 11 for the Champions League final. We got FlyingAllNight in goal. 94th minute, Kylex, Heid the Baw Gaming, and JB on FM at the back. I did want to put JB in there as he did miss out in the French Cup. So as much as Mr. Tom's been on 8.19, I will trust JB to do just a good job on the right-hand side. Our captain, tHeMAdSCienTiSt, and Jack Deem in the middle, with Benny Jaco, FlyingMan7, and Red Event Games on the right. The target man is fit enough to start, but they only give him 45 minutes, so I'm going to give him just that, 45 minutes, to see what he can do against Man City. We've always got the FM creators on the bench, and as it's the Champions League final, we can name 12 subs on the bench, so everyone who's fit is on the bench. Well, Trequartista's semi-fit, but he makes the bench. Can we walk away with a Champions League medal to go along with all the other trophies we have won? That is the 11. Let's have a look at Man City's team. We've got Edison, Rodriguez, Laporte, Stones and Walker, Gelson Fernandes and Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva. They got Belotti starting up front. A very strong Man City side. And the United City FM with the Champions League team talk. Nobody really pays attention to him. But we've had the results so far. But can we dispatch of Manchester City in the Champions League final? We've had injuries, suspensions leading up to this game, but the squad is pretty much fit. So can we do it and win the most prestigious club competition in this game? As Rodriguez plays it to Gedson. That's got to be Gelson Fernandes, got to be. But Walker to Bernardo. Fernandes with a shot and FlyingAllNight with an early save to keep Man City out. And it is Man City on the early offensive as De Bruyne crosses it. Red Event Games clears. Bernardo Silva back to De Bruyne. Is he going to try again? Plays all the way back to Laporte. And that is the end of the highlight. As De Bruyne does get another free kick. Katato 8 does clear as far as tHeMAdSCienTiSt. Fryman 7. He's got room. He's got a player next to him. He goes on his own. Beats the Man City defender. Crosses it for the target man. Benny Jaco off the crossbar. And Jack Deem saved by Edison. And we almost scored 3 minutes in. End-to-end stuff. And we're only 3 minutes into this game as tHeMAdSCienTiSt puts it wide. Very exciting start. 6 minutes in, we have a throw to Man City as Walker passes to Bernardo Silva. Long shot from Bernardo Silva off the post, but Belotti's there. And is it going to count? Is it going to count? The ref's going to go for it. No, he's offside. We save our blushes as Man City almost took the lead. Yeah, he's well offside. didn't count, but FlyingAllNight fluffed his lines there. As we get a throw in 8 minutes in, FlyingAllNight to tHeMAdSCienTiSt, Red Event Games, outside the box. Edison with a save. 13 minutes in, and it's the throw in from the 94th minute to Benny Jaco. FlyingAllNight, a lot of early highlights. I'm only on key highlights, but we're seeing a lot of highlights in this opening 20 or so minutes. As Edison to Laporte. Man City giving a good account of themselves so far. They've already got the ball in the back of the net once, but it is still 0-0. Raheem Sterling finds Bernardo Silva. Nobody's closing him down, but we do lose it. Phil Foden, lots of room here, but blasts it over the bar. It's arguably been all Man City. De Bruyne with a free kick, but it's cleared away by Benny Jaco. Target man's there though. What can Target Man do? Red Event Games. He's got some room in front of him. Tries to find Target Man, but he hasn't got pace. This is the problem with Target Man. He's a very good striker, but he just does not have pace, especially when he's only just come back from injury. As Bernardo Silva only as far as Katato 8. And we will start the move off again. As we find JB in for Mr. Tom. But JB's got loads of room. Finds Target Man with a shot. It's in the goal! It's in the net, and the Target Man, back from injury, has scored a goal in the Champions League final. Edison with an absolute howler in goal for Man City. They'll be disappointed with that, but that will do me fine because we are 1-0 up as JB plays in Target Man with a shot. Edison absolutely fumbles it, and the Target Man has shown why he is the Target Man. 1-0 in the Champions League final. That's FlyingAllNight with a free kick over the bar. 38 minutes, and it's JB on FM, finds FlyingAllNight 1-2. Red Event Games crosses it for Jaco. Benny Jaco still looking for a goal. Only 1-0 up. Coming up to half time, 1-0. It's been a back-to-back game. Both teams look like they're up for it. I'll let the TheUnitedCityFM do the team talk. The players are happy with that. I think what we'll do is we will make a sub. Benny Jaco, my friend, you're on a 6.5. We're going to bring on the FM creators for you. Anybody else we want to bring on? Anybody who can make an impact? Well, I'm alright for now, but FlyingAllNight's on a booking. So we will be keeping an eye on him. But second half, 1-0 up, one sub made. Can we see it through the full time and win the Champions League? Free kick from FlyingAllNight, 58 minutes. It's in the goal. FlyingAllNight from the free kick has made it 2-0 to the FM Creators FC. And Edison again gets a hand on it, but he couldn't quite get there. Edison flaps at it. Could have done a bit better, but we are 2-0 up in the Champions League final, coming up to the hour mark, as we do get a highlight from the kickoff. Raheem Sterling beats Red Event Games, does not beat JB, as we will start from the back with Heid the Baw Gaming. Short balls Red Event Games as players ahead of him making the run. Target Man's there. He does pick it up. Target Man plays it to FM Creators. It's 3-0. Is it going to count? He could be offside. I think we're going to have a look at it. Yeah, he was offside. It's not 3-0. We did get a good counter-attack, though. Target Man, he's onside. He's onside there. As the 94th minute, we should get a go back for that. I'm convinced that wasn't offside. But FlyingAllNight plays as the FM Creators, robbed of a goal in the Champions League final. Plays it straight to Rodriguez at right back. Or left back, sorry. As Sterling comes on for Man City. JB boots it clear. FM Creators, again on the wing. Plays it back to 94th minute. Lovely short play here from the FM Creators. Can we grab a third goal in the Champions League final? JB to tHeMAdSCienTiSt, the captain. FlyingAllNight, 94th minute on the overlap. Crosses it. Anybody there? Red Event Games puts it wide of the goal. Still 2-0. 72 minutes. I was just about to make a sub, but we do get a highlight. FlyingAllNight to Target Man. It's 3-0 to the FM Creators. And the man who wasn't even fit at the start of this episode has scored 2 goals in the Champions League final. And that man is the target man. Fryman7 plays him in. Edison's nowhere to be seen. And 72 minutes, we are 3-0 up in the final. I think that's going to be the sign to take him off. He's had a good game, but we are going to bring him off. We'll put FM creators up front, just like we did in the French Cup. We'll bring GeeW on to be the left midfielder. And we've got one more sub to make. We will bring on Friedbadger Gaming, I think, for Fryman7. So all of our subs made, 3-0 up. Potential Champions League winners. 87 minutes or less than 5 minutes to go. And we are 5 minutes away from lifting the Champions League trophy as GeeW FM puts it wide. We'll see the rest of this game out together. 3 minutes stoppage time. MAdScienTiSt with a free kick. Edison almost again fluffed his lines. But after that sort of hectic opening sort of 10 minutes, we did put our stamp on the game. And we are looking like we're going to be the Champions League winners on top of our 2 league titles, our 2 French Cups, our Coupe de la Ligue, our Trophy de Champions, and soon to be Champions League winners as well, as we do stop a shot from Fernandinho. 30 seconds to go. Man City are trying their best to try and salvage something in these last 10 minutes, or these last 10 seconds, I should say. But red event games shouldn't be a red. He gets away with it. We are counting down to the final whistle. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Full-time whistle blown. And the FM Creators FC have won the Champions League at the first time of asking. Guys, just put us all together in one team. Oh, minus me, obviously, because I'm clearly not good enough for this team. And we are Champions League winners. Target man at the double. Fryman7 on the free kick. And we'll let the TheUnitedCityFM do the team talk. Everyone's happy. We've won the big one, boys. 3-0 in the final against Manchester City. Victorious FM Creators FC celebrate incredible quintuple. We've won the Champions League, the Liga, and the French Cup, the Coupe de la Ligue, and the Trophy de Champions. Every competition we were in this season, we have won. We lift the Champions League, we receive some money, the board are delighted with the win, target man, come back from injury, score 2 goals. And look at that, my friends, what an achievement. Look at the competitions page. Not even going to zoom in on anything. You could just look at all that. We have won every single cup we have been in this season. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What a team. What a squad. We won every competition we have been in. We have... Amazing. Champions League winners. I would normally do the end of season awards, but I think this episode is probably going to go on for about 30 minutes at this point. So I will record it. If I don't sneak it in this episode, I'll record the outro, or I might just throw it in anyway. Because, you know, if we're going to be 35 minutes, we might as well make it 35 minutes. So I'll either do the outro or the end of season awards. I decided to do the end of season awards because why not? We might as well make the video 35 minutes. But that is the current best 11 of the FM Creators FC. FlyingAllNight, Aussie Villain, Heid the Baw Gaming, Mr. Tom, GeeW, MAdScienTiSt, FM Creators, Fryman7, Kylex Plays, and the Target Man. So if you're one of those players, you're the best squad in the history of this club. Mr. Tom, back-to-back player of the season with 78% of the vote. 94th minute coming second place on 12%, and Kylex Plays coming in third at 8%. Bit unlucky for Kyle, he did have a very good couple of games, but Mr. Tom, very clearly the best player of this team. And we will watch the goal of the season together. And it did come from Fryman7. He picks the ball up. 1-2 with red event games, I think he does. No, FMZ Gaming. Oh, it was FMZ Gaming. It wasn't Fryman7. It was FMZ Gaming. Hell of a goal. As he made it 5-0 to the FM Creators FC. Team of the Year, FlyingAllNight, Aussie Villain, Heid the Baw Gaming and Mr. Tom. FMZ Gaming and MAdScienTiSt in the middle. FM creators, Fryman7 and Kyle, and the target man gets up front. Season review, we won everything. Not much else to say there. The dynamics are looking pretty good. The board are happy. Injuries, pre-season, yeah, we'll do 5 weeks pre-season. Avoiding relegation with a golden boot of the Champions League, with FM creators in second place. GeeW FM, only 2 players in the Champions League Dream Team, which is quite odd considering we won the trophy. But there we are, GeeW FM and avoiding relegation. You did make the Dream Team. I have a vote for the Goalkeeper of the Year. We'll give it to Mandanda, why not? I can't vote for my own goalkeeper, but there we are. We'll vote for Mandanda. You can be the goalie of the season. And the Goalkeeper of the Year in the Champions League went to FlyingAllNight. We didn't get Defender of the Season. FM Creators got Midfielder of the Season. And Avoiding Relegation got Forward of the Season. So there we are. We've won everything. I think the only thing left to win now is the Club World Championships, which we will be doing next season. So as I said, we've got about 2 weeks before the beta drops. So I think we can sneak in one more season of FM Creators FC. We've only got the Club World Cup now to win, along with the European Super Cup. So just 2 early trophies for us. Can we win them? We got one more season-ish to find out. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload the FM Creators FC every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM BST. And I will see you next time for a new season with 2 new trophies to win. Thank you very much for watching.